Well, from pretty much any perspective, I guess you could say that we made a pretty big amount of changes. We've lost Captain SOAS, 5-man roster now instead with Nemesis on the mid lane, which is pretty exciting, bringing in a rookie.
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome.
This is my room, man.
Your room is here.
Even though from a roster perspective it's not the biggest changes, at least compared to what you see in other teams, but we still have a lot of new people around us.
Some new faces, some old faces. Must be really weird, especially for the new faces to just come in here in a group of new people, but I'll do a quick introduction. I mean, you should probably introduce yourself. Mephisto, our assistant coach.
So yeah, I'm Mephisto, I'm the assistant coach. I'm here for you guys. So like if you have any questions, anything. Yeah, that's it. I'm here to serve.
Super nice guy, I think it's gonna work out really well with him.
So you're gonna sit here, but they haven't really cleaned up yet. And that's the like half jersey, so it's kind of true.
No, take it, man. I'm Tim. Been playing League for like 9 years. The only goal I ever had was to either pro stream or go pro, like one of those two, just to be in esports, I guess. Been playing Medlands for Medlands, my first team. Kind of won everything. After that, I guess I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, it must be pretty weird to come into a team with 4 players that were here last year already. I think it's really important that you know we are not looking for a second Caps. Caps was a very unique individual with some strengths but weaknesses. Weaknesses you don't see if you're not around him a lot, I would say. And some strengths that, you know, not everyone possesses. Like we don't expect you to play Wukong on stage or Vayne, unless you really want to.
He's a good Tryndamere.
He's a good Tryndamere, okay.
So he's kind of like Caps in disguise.
Yeah.
I actually think the dynamic hasn't really been impacted too much. Everyone has been gelling together pretty fast. We've been playing a lot of card games, board games, whatever. Played some the Genius as well. Already the good old Joey special. And yeah, overall we've just been spending a lot of time together the past 2 weeks. It's been really cool. Just getting to know a lot of new people.
Maybe important for you to know, in the end we had a choice between deciding going for like some more veterans or going for a rookie, and we just feel like you have a way higher ceiling than the options that we were given. That's why we took you. I don't want to put too much pressure on you, and I know for sure that the players will take care of you. We can play through mid lane, through top lane with the jungle. You don't have to carry if you want to, you know, take on the boots and get to work, no problem. Other than that, just be yourself, and we'll find out where we stand as a team and what works best for us, what kind of play style.
I feel like we're definitely ready. At first when I came to Berlin I wasn't really sure what to expect, because many teams have been boot camping and already preparing in December, and we were still having our holiday back then. So we started a little later than everyone else, but at the same time I feel like we've been pretty fast at already finding a decent level as a team. And yeah, like obviously you can never know how strong all the other teams are. We haven't scrimmed everyone, but at the same time I'm pretty confident that we're gonna have at the very least a fine start.
Two cameras pointing at me.
You should be used to it by now.
I should be.
Afterwards, you know.
Yeah, true. It feels weird. Like normally, sometimes it feels weird being surrounded by 2, but right now I have like a billion cameras around me, so yeah, gotta get used to this. I think it's really cool doing all this 3D stuff because it's so different than what we're doing normally. Like, for example, when I had my turn, it was kind of weird because their focus is so different than normally. Like normally they care about your full body and the full pose, but here it's only about the face and the eyes. So there's so much focus around how you position your eyes, exactly how wide your eyes are open and all that. So it's pretty cool and excited to see how it turns out in the end.
It's pretty cool. I don't know how it looks though, but if there are these many cameras, then it's probably pretty cool.
I can't get on my own.
PogChamp reminded to do.
Yeah, let's do PogChamp, please.
You know, when I think of the 3D photo shoot, the first thing I think of is having to jump into those super tight pants and that shirt as well. Like it was so sketchy in so many ways. Like I remember they didn't have any large pants for me, so I ended up jumping into a medium, which was very tight to say the least. It was I'm sure the others found it entertaining, but I really didn't appreciate those pants.
Don't film this shit.
If we exclude that, then other than that, it was really, really fancy and kind of cool to experience.
Oh yeah, get a nice close-up. Nice one, Pete.
How was I supposed to say?
Healy.
I think the Legends in Action Live thing was super cool. It was a really, really cool way to let the fans get a bit more insight on the roster and to get to know Nemesis a bit better as well.
It's like a super big day, so I hope we're just gonna have a really, really fun stream and let's smash it and show that Fnatic is better than every other team in every fucking way. Yeah? Come on! A little bit more energy, please.
Do you still get nervous for shows, or?
Yeah, super nervous.
Yeah?
Like, all the time. Every time I stand in front of the caster desk, I'm proper scared. Like, it's actually really strange. I remember MSI was the most scared I've ever been before a cast, and I listened to Taylor Swift for 20 minutes.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Why Taylor Swift?
It's just, it feel good, right?
Which Taylor Swift?
Usually, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Like, I don't know about you. Anyway, yeah, it makes me happy, right?
And bringing in a host as professional as Medic just made it even better. So yeah, overall I think the event was really well done and it was really cool having a bit of a different type of interaction with the fans, I guess, because normally when we're being interviewed and asked questions, it's in a different setting and therefore the answers are often also going to be a bit more PR answers. You don't get as much insight as a fan, but this time it was super chill and we could just sit there and all come with honest and more detailed answers, I feel like. So my Mundo 1v1 against Huli wasn't the greatest 1v1 of my life, that's for sure. And the worst part was I even had wrong runes, so I should have had an advantage, but I still lost the game.
Whippo, you have to cast for us.
I'm gonna cast.
I actually think you would be a very good caster because you get so excited.
Toxic Dr. Mundo comes into the stage, drops his pink, a little bit of NA pink placement, but that's okay. 1-1-0-5, alright, starting 2, 3, 1, we're going in. First clear does connect by Toxic Dr. Mundo. Does have Airy. Cheating. Fine. The World Cup does connect. At least someone has one. Oh! What? He has no orb! Disqualify him! What? He's losing with Airy and nullifying orb? Oh!
No way!
Finish him! Oh my god, Hillsang is insane!
Roxas deserves to lose.
I still found a way to lose the game, so that was pretty embarrassing to be honest.
He actually commentated like a...
He's a natural. He's a real natural.
I think it would be better if it was actual League of Legends on my screen instead of two Mundos throwing fucking shit at each other.
At least you didn't have a cheater that you had to come.
The fundamentals are really simple. Next 3 days, we're going to go over the really easy things that we've been going over, but that will be the same for the rest of the year. No matter what the patch is, the things we're going to go over the next 3 days and that we have been going over will be the same, and they will win you games.
I'm pretty confident in our team, but at the same time I feel like it's hard to say if we go 1-1 or 2-0. I don't think we're going to go 0-2. I think we're going to win at least one of the games, likely 2, but at the same time it's hard to judge the level of the other teams before anyone has played any official matches, and at the same time anything can happen in best of 1, right? So I think we got a good week of LEC games ahead of us, but you never know. I just hope we can show up and prove that we are still a team that should be feared, even though we just started playing again.
Not a good start, not a good start.
Fnatic, they're waiting at the top, and it'll be up to this new SK to show us if they can live up to their enormous legacy. It is time for the moment we've all been waiting for as we start the very first LEC season with Fnatic versus SK
It's going to be the
Gaming.
engage on Quippo. He completes the teleport, but Dreams goes down. That's so far 1-for-1, support for support. The damage dealers need to be killed though. Bruxa's taken out by Selfmade as he's on the retreat. Quippo's looking for another kill. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of SK Gaming. No Galio ultimate, and Fnatic are in so much trouble. Whirlim escapes by the skin of his teeth. 100 hit points to speak of, and SK Gaming get 2 kills from Selfmade being caught.
What started off as a big pick.
Fnatic has been sketchy, but that's also because it's been sketchy because of us, because we actually really fucked up.
Yeah, but
So-
we can talk about that after.
Exactly. So let's just fucking see what we can do. As much swearing as possible because it brings hype. That's what I learned from watching that guy, Pep Guardiola, whatever the hell. This guy flames everyone. He's like, we need to show some fucking balls, man. And that's what I want to see. I want to see some big fucking testicles. Maybe I should tuck these in. My cords of war. Thank you. Give me a sec. There we go, bros. Right, we're not there yet. There we go.
Quippo was pushing bottom, that's now been pushed back towards him, and Fnatic are playing the top half of the map.
Oh, here comes the engage.
All right, Hylissang is likely going to get blown up. He manages to escape with his life for now. Perion goes in, his ultimate's already been used. Ice Shot goes up, he's going low. That's the Poppycopter, that's going to block one away. Brox is low, but it's already down. Perion's out for the count. Nemesis looking to hunt a little bit more as Hylissang re-engages, finds the stun onto Whirlim. Fnatic get 3 quick kills in the mid lane.
They've got TPs coming through, they're looking to end the game.
They've got themselves Baron Buff and cannon minions to work with. Nemesis takes a gigantic chunk of damage. He's running for his life. Crown Shot is sent. 2 members of Fnatic running. The Ring of Frost is flashed away from. Nemesis escapes with his life. Teleport's being channeled. That's the 3rd in 30 seconds. Nexus turret number 2 is down. The Nexus is being focused. SK Gaming are moments away from taking down Fnatic, the world finalists.
So we have an advantage on other teams because we got 2 stage games. Really, we did. Like, this is the way I see it. So now we have our 3rd stage game.
You know, things can get messed up, whether you're trying to use your bouncing grenade or maybe you're trying to reload through that forced shot. So that's not good.
He's got to flash out of here, you have to think. No real way for anyone to get near him. Flashes away from the captive audience. Here's Hylissang with a flash forward though, and now Nukeduck tries to come up to help his support. The Guardian will proc, but eventually that is going to be a very dead Mickey, well out of position. Good stuff from Fnatic.
But they haven't been able to do that so far as Gano are hanging around the bot side of the map.
Mickey locked up underneath, against the bush here, going to jump away, has the heal as well. Ignite ticking, not quite enough, but Reckless will flash forward for the kill. Fnatic going all in, they know they only have 1 shot to do it. How far it goes Golden, and now Fnatic had to get on the back foot because already there's so much damage coming out, and Nukeduck hasn't even joined the party yet. He sends a load of Reckless thoughts in back, can't quite get the kill, the curtain's open. Nemesis down from Fnatic, and this is another kill. Hylissang falls, 3 down, Wipro falls as well, and Origin are just opening up the base of Fnatic now.
3 members are dead on the side of Fnatic. They're looking to go 0-2 in the first week. Origin will look to take down Fnatic.
They can actually push through the anti-air. Double 80 carry with the Baron up. There's only 2 members to stop it. I think it needs.
You just have to take some losses. You just play it we don't do anything.
Like at this point, it's not even about what we're playing anymore.
No, how we're playing.
It's only about how we're playing. Because I could have picked Sivert.
What happened over the weekend?
What happened over the weekend? We got our ass smashed 3 games in a row. I think the team was pretty crushed after the SK losses. I mean, it felt like we lost 2 games in one night. Yeah, I don't know. We had I've said this before in other interviews. We had really good scrim results, and we went on stage with a pretty good idea of what we wanted to do, and we failed to execute. So that sucked. And then we had the remake. You know, some of my players came backstage and said, like, I cannot play team fights. For example, people said he could have easily killed Corki in the big mid lane team fight that we ended up training 1-for-1, but should have been like a 3 or 4-for-1 because we had the good positioning. He said, yeah, well, my flash didn't work, I was lagging. So we got the remake, and then the question is, do you adapt to what you've seen from your opponents? And if you want to win, then you have to. Having said that, I think the Origin loss was a little bit less stingy, but I think we all realized, you know, that Vayne pick really threw a wrench into our plans. And every now and then you're going to be on the receiving end of that, and that's okay. We reviewed the game as a team 2 days after, and it actually turned out that we weren't playing nearly as poorly as we were against SK, so there was a lot of hope to be getting from that. Reckless also has a presentation that he wants to give to you guys.
We're already done?
I'm done. It's a very short one.
Alright.
Are you mentally ready or do you need more time?
No, you can stay there as well.
Oh, how does this work? The one on the right goes to the next slide.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about what identity we have as a team, because I felt like when we were playing this week we didn't really have one, if that makes sense. We didn't really have like an early game plan or a goal of the game. We just kind of picked our champions and played the game. And I think, especially with how bad everyone is and the game's going really late, it's kind of hard to win if we don't have like an idea of how we want to play. And it doesn't even have to be a good one, it doesn't always have to be the same one, but we just need something to happen rather than everyone just doing their own thing. We were playing these games without a plan, we were just playing solo queue. Yeah. And I don't think that's the way to go. I don't even mind what our plan is. Like, playing for top might be the shittiest plan, but it's at least a plan, you know? Mm-hmm. Just go for it. Or playing for AD might be the shittiest plan, just fucking do it. Pick Tristan, everyone gang spot, and we see what happens, you know? Yeah. It's at least a plan.
Duet from the stun, Jizuke lands it on 3 again, and they're just going to turn it around. They jump onto the backline, Fnatic get cleaned off the face of Summoner's Rift by Vitality.
We were ready to see how it was going to evolve, but at this 0-4, this is dire straits for Fnatic. We need to see a big change. We need to see it from next week on, or it's going to be even worse for them. I do want to pull it back in and focus on